Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are digging into one of the biggest debates in all of gaming, Minecraft's Great Divide. I mean, on the surface, it all looks the same, right? But underneath, there are two completely different versions of the game, basically battling for dominance. And let's be honest, if you've ever played, you've probably already picked a side. This Reddit user, LuckyGuy241, absolutely nails it. It really can feel like a mini war. You've got this massive, blocky world, but inside it, the community is just passionately split into two camps. You're either Team Java or you're Team Bedrock. So that really begs the question, right? Why does one of the most popular games on the planet even have two completely different versions? And we're not just talking about, slightly different graphics or something. No, these are basically two separate games built on totally different foundations. To really get why, we've got to go back to the very beginning. All right, Section 1. One game, two engines. The code behind the cubes. See, the real fundamental difference here isn't about the creepers or the crafting tables. It's about the code. It's about the programming language the game is literally written in. And that one choice, well, it determines everything else. So first up, we have the Java edition. This is the OG, the classic that started it all. I mean, think about it. This was an indie project coded by just one guy back in 2010. He used Java, which is a super accessible language, perfect for a single developer trying to build a whole universe. But here's the thing, that foundation was never ever designed to support the global phenomenon Minecraft would become. Then Microsoft enters the picture. They buy Minecraft and they immediately see the problem. Java just wasn't cutting it for consoles or phones. So they made a massive decision. They decided to rebuild the entire game from the ground up, this time in a much faster language called C++. This new version, the Bedrock edition, was designed for two things, raw performance and the ability for you to play with anyone on any device. And right there, that choice of programming language, that's the fork in the road where everything splits. Java is just easier and more flexible, which is exactly what allowed this incredible, vibrant modding community to explode. On the other hand, C++ is all about speed and optimization. It's built for raw power and stability, which is why Bedrock can run so smoothly on, well, pretty much anything. Okay, so to really get the performance difference, you gotta understand this concept, the chunk. The entire Minecraft world is built from these things. Think of them like giant Lego bricks, a 16 by 16 column of blocks stretching from the bottom of the world all the way to the sky. And a game engine's whole job really is to load and draw these chunks as fast as it possibly can. The better it does that, the smoother your game is gonna feel. So that brings us to Section 2, the performance test, speed, smoothness, and the whole story. This is the big question, isn't it? Which one actually runs better? I mean, logically, the one that Microsoft rebuilt from scratch specifically for speed, that should be the clear winner, right? So, the big question is, which one is really faster? I mean, better performance was pretty much the whole reason Bedrock was even created in the first place. And you know what? Straight out of the box, Bedrock's C++ engine gives it a really clear advantage. No mods, no tweaks, just vanilla gameplay. Bedrock generally runs smoother, it loads the world faster, and it has a better render distance, especially if you're not on the super high-end PC. But, and this is a huge but, that is not the whole story, because this is where things get really, really interesting. The Java community, well, they're known for their incredible ingenuity, and that completely changes the game. Okay, check this out. This chart shows a performance test with a 32 chunk render distance, and it is a total game changer. Look at this. Vanilla Bedrock hits a very respectable 235 frames per second. But then look at Java. With free community-made mods like Sodium installed, it hits an incredible 558 FPS. That is more than double the performance on the exact same computer. It just goes to show you the unbelievable power of Java's open and moddable foundation. Okay, Section 3, freedom versus functionality. Because performance is just one piece of the puzzle, right? How you actually play the game, the day-to-day mechanics, that's where these two versions start to feel like completely different worlds. This table really lays out the core trade-off perfectly. With Java, you get these huge, free servers, but they're for PC only. On Bedrock, you get full cross-play with friends on console, mobile, and PC. Then there's Redstone, which is way more complex on Java, with weird bugs that have become features. Bedrock's is simpler, it just works as intended. And finally, customization. Java has thousands of free game-changing mods. Bedrock has a marketplace where you pay for add-ons and skins. So yeah, it's a huge difference in philosophy. And these technical differences, they have huge implications, especially for the more advanced players. Like this user, Foxy No-Tail, points out, mob spawning is completely different on Bedrock, and what that means is that a lot of the super efficient, complex mob farms that players design on Java, well, they're either impossible or just totally pointless on Bedrock because the core game rules are just not the same. And beyond all the big stuff, there are dozens of smaller, exclusive features that give each version its own unique flavor. You know, Java has stuff like hardcore mode, spectator mode, and that super detailed debug screen. But then Bedrock has exclusive things too, like official RTX support for incredible graphics, you can animate armor stands, and you can even dye water in cauldrons. Little things, but they add up. Alright, so let's get to it. The final verdict. Which Minecraft is for you? After everything we've talked about, it should be pretty clear that there's no single best version of Minecraft. But there is definitely a best version for you, depending on what you're looking for. It really just comes down to this. Java is for the tinkerer, the person who wants unmatched freedom to mod the game, play on massive community servers, and dive into super complex technical gameplay. On the other side, Bedrock is for the social gamer, the person who just wants to seamlessly play with their friends on any device with smoother performance right out of the box in a much simpler setup. So, bottom line, you should choose Java if you're a PC purist who loves to customize your game, if you want to build incredibly complex contraptions, or explore those massive public servers with thousands of other players, Java is where it's at. And you should choose Bedrock if your main goal is just to easily play with your friends, no matter if they're on a console or on their phone. Or maybe you just want a straightforward, smooth experience without having to mess around with any mods. If that's you, Bedrock is the clear winner. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think this quote from LuckyGuy241 really brings it all home. Minecraft is Minecraft. Despite the mini-war and all the minor differences, the base game, it's exactly the same. The magic of building, exploring, and creating, that's alive and well in both versions. And it leaves us with a really interesting question, doesn't it? As these two versions keep evolving, will they ever truly merge into one? Or is this great divide actually what keeps the world of Minecraft thriving? It's a question the community will be debating for years to come. Thanks for tuning in.
If you learned something new in this video, please do drop a like and follow for more tech content and educational videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.